What's up, people? I am back, baby. I am back, baby. We're gonna start a new Pythagorean theorem lesson right now. Alright, so hopefully that you watched the other video the other day and you're feeling pretty good about all this stuff. So remember, this is only for right triangles. And today we're going to talk about how to find that missing leg. So if you've lost your leg, you better hop around real fast and go find it. Yuck, 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 yuck. Alright, so we're still using our same formula and the same fact that it's only for right triangles. Okay, so remember, we'll go over all the parts right now. Alright, so we got the leg A and leg B, and over here on this side, of course, is the hypotenuse, and this is side C. So remember, our formula is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The legs are A and B, the hypotenuse is C, and when you want to find your answer, you're going to have to press that square root key, right? Remember all that? Alright, let's turn that off for a minute. Okay, so today we are going to be given the hypotenuse, and you're going to have to find either A or B. Alright, so that is the basic Pythagorean formula. So today we're going to have to do a little something different. So let's draw a little right triangle here. And let's say that you actually know the hypotenuse, but now you need to find the leg. So let's say you know the hypotenuse over here is basically 30 feet. And down here you know this side is maybe 22 feet. But you don't know this, okay? So this, of course, would be the x. So there's a couple different ways you can do this, but I'm going to teach you the way that I would suggest doing it. Okay, so of course we know the hypotenuse is this side, so this is C, and I'm going to go ahead down here and say this is B, and this one over here I'll use that as A. Okay, so if I know that I have got A squared or x squared, and down here I've got B squared, and over here I've got C squared, I'm going to have A squared plus 22 squared equals 30 squared. Alright, so I'm putting 22 in for B, I'm putting 30 in for C. So now, I'm just going to go ahead and do those on the old calculator here. So let's pull it out, make sure we got everything working here. So we got 22 squared, that'd be 22 times 22, so that's A squared plus 484 equals, I think I know what 30 squared is. I think it's 900. But I'll check, make sure. Yeah, 900. 30 squared, 900. So now I've got A squared plus 484 equals 900. So when we would do our normal stuff here, we'd do with our equation. Of course, we do a little train tracks. We subtract 484 from both sides. Okay, those make a zero pair. And then you would have 900 minus 484, that's going to give you 416. So now to find the leg, I've got to take the square root of that. Remember, the opposite of squaring is square rooting. So you're going to take the square root of that, and let's find out what A actually is. So these, don't forget, you got to hit, if you're using this, you got to hit the second button right there. So second, and then the x squared button gives you a little square root sign, and that is the square root of 416. Alright, got the square root of 416 on there, hit enter, and we're going to say, alright, since there's a 6 right there, that's going to be 20.4, because I'm going to have to round it up. 20.4 is my other leg, 20.4 feet. Okay, 20.4 feet. Now again, I just want to remind you, the longest measurement should always be the hypotenuse. Okay, it's the biggest word, it's the longest word. You can definitely see hypotenuse is a lot longer than leg. So it should always be the biggest of the three numbers. So it is in this case. 30 is longer than 22, and 30 is longer than 20.4, and so that works. Okay. So let's just talk a second about how we might change this formula around. Instead of it being A squared plus B squared equals C squared, what could I do to rewrite this formula into a little more friendly format when I need to find a missing leg? Okay. So what I actually did here was I took C squared, and I actually took away B squared, and that gave me A squared. Okay, so here is the new formula I want you to write down here. So this is missing leg formula. Come back, leg. Where'd you go, leg? Come back. Alright, so the missing leg formula is actually C squared minus b squared equals a squared. Okay, so you can use that and kind of have to cut, that'll help you cut down on some of, doing some of this work in the equation part, because that's actually what we did. We took the hypotenuse squared, and then we subtracted the leg squared. So c squared minus b squared equals a squared. You could also write it c squared minus a squared equals b squared. That, of course, is going to give you the same thing, because you can interchange the legs. But you can see what we did here. We subtracted away that, so that's why this is a subtraction formula instead of an addition formula. Okay? So let's do one more. Let's go back to what we talked about. We talked about our TV in the last video. All right, so let's say this time you want to know, hey, I'm going to buy me a 70-inch TV. Okay, so coming across here on the hypotenuse, you want to buy one that is 70-inch big screen. Okay. Now, you also know that down here, maybe in your cabinet, you got 56 inches. You're kind of wondering, well, I don't really want to go down to Walmart and get in all that crowd. I just want to try to see if I can figure out how long this is here on this side. Will it actually fit in my cabinet? Okay. So over here we've got a squared, b squared, whatever you want to call it. Okay. We don't know. We don't know what that side is. So we're going to do c squared minus b squared equals a squared. So we're going to find that missing leg. Okay. Because again, you've got your right angle here. And this side, of course, across from the right angle is the hypotenuse. So we're doing 70 squared minus 56 squared equals a squared. Okay? So let's pull out our old trusty calculator here, see if we can find that missing leg. All right. That was just a lot of glare for whatever reason out there. 70 squared, I think I know what that is. It'll be 4,900. Yeah, 4,900 for that. Minus, all right, I'm going to take away the leg squared, which is 56 squared. Now, I don't know what that is. That's 56 squared. 3,136. So now I'm going to do the hypotenuse minus the leg here, c squared minus b squared. So 4,900 minus 3,136 puts me down to 1,764. All right, so still doing, if you want to find your answer, you got to press the square root key. All right, so we still got to find the square root of that. So hit your little second button, get your square root sign pop up there, 1,764. So the opposite of squaring, of course, is square rooting. Hey, and that actually ends up being a whole number. How about that? 42 is our missing leg, so it would be 42 inches long. So if we go back to our drawing, okay, that means over here your cabinet would have to be at least 42 inches tall to fit that television in there. So there you go. Now, I got a little riddle for you. So I'll take a little break and let my other friend come in and talk to you for a minute. Hello, people. I'm back. Today's riddle of the day is about farmers. Alright, if you know anything about farmers, they love to give stuff to their wives on Valentine's Day. The question is, what kind of stuff do they give their wives on Valentine's Day? So if you know me, riddle, what do farmers give their wives on Valentine's Day? Send me a little message there, and let me know what that answer would be. They give them some specific things on Valentine's Day. Love those farmers. I love to eat, baby. I love to eat. If you love to eat, you know what I'm talking about. Some of you people about big around is this pen right here. You don't like to eat much. But I don't know. I've seen some of you sticky people that eat a lot too. So be thankful for the farmers. All right. Hope you have a good day. Ciao for now. All right. So we got one more we're going to do together. And then I'll let you go, people. Hopefully you're getting this stuff and it's sticking right in your mind with you. Okay. So here's our last one. Let's say you got this house that's on fire. Oh no. Whose house is it? I don't know. It better not be my house. All right, so we got some smoke coming out of here. It's on fire, baby. It's on fire. Here's our little window. All right, now we've got a ladder. Fire companies come out there. Fire department put a little ladder up there. We're going to try to get you out of the window. And we of course got this little right triangle that's getting formed right here on the house. So we're trying to get you out of the window before it burns down. So let's say you know that the ladder is 40 foot. That's a 40-foot ladder. And then right here, I'm going to put it away about 30 feet here. Now, how far up is it going to be from down here on the ground up to the window? Okay? So we got the X over there. Now again, we're going to use the old reverse formula here. Okay, so that's going to be the old C squared minus B squared equals A squared, because we're looking for a leg, right? This is the hypotenuse. The diagonal is always the hypotenuse. So this one's the C. This one down here is the B. And of course, this one up here would be the A. So we're doing 40 squared. Take away 30 squared is going to be equal to A squared or X, whatever we want to put in there. So let's see what we can do here on the old calculadora. And that is right in the middle of, put it over here. Okay, so we're going to do it that way. You can see that good, I hope. 40 squared is 1600. 30 squared is 900. So 1600 minus 900. 1600 minus 900. That's going to be my A squared. 1600 minus 900, of course, is 700. Now I got to do the opposite of squaring again, and of course that's hit the square root key. So I got to do the square root of 700, because 1600 minus 900 is 700. Square root of that, hit enter. Looks like we need to go up about 26.45, so that'd be 26.48. If I round that to the nearest hundred, it's 26.48. 26.4. Oh, not 48. That's not right. 26.46. I don't know how I got the 8. That's going to make that to a 6. 26.46 feet. Almost messed that up. So basically, you know, you're talking about 26.5 feet to get up there to the window. Probably wouldn't want to jump from up there. A little over 26 feet. I don't know. If the house was on fire, I might jump. I don't know. I guess it depends on how bad it was, how long I can stand the weight. All right. Hope you people are doing all right. Hope you understand what's going on here when you're finding that missing leg. If you find it, let me know. All right. Don't forget, if you know the answer to the riddle of the day, you can email me that. Email me this here song. Hope you understand it right here, right now. So I hope you stay healthy, wise, wealthy. Go to sleep early. Get up early. That's old Ben Franklin singing. Healthy, wealthy man goes to bed early, and gets, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. So there you go. Until next time, people, ciao for now. Peace.